Hi, my name is Matt Sherrod, and I'm a CyberData certified registered practitioner advanced here at CyberData Pros.
Hi, my name is Leah Eubanks, and I am a registered practitioner here at CyberData Pros.
We've been getting a lot of questions recently about CMMC from clients and prospective clients, so we're going to answer some of those questions for you guys today.
What is CMMC?
CMMC is the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification. It is the next step in cybersecurity maturity for the defense industrial base and for all prospective DoD contractors. It is going to replace the SPRS system and is going to be something that is required to prove that you meet the DoD's minimum specifications, to prove that you are not a risk to the DoD as part of the defense industrial base.
How does an organization get started?
The first step an organization needs to do to prepare for CMMC is to do the work of scoping. Here at CyberData, we will help you get started with scoping. That's going to be a massive part of CMMC, is figuring out precisely who all in your organization, if it's the entire organization or just parts of it, need to be considered within scope and need to have the controls applied that are part of CMMC. The second part that is then incredibly important is an initial gap assessment, trying to figure out where your deficiencies are and what you need to do to get from the current state you're in to being CMMC compliant.
How would an organization know that they need CMMC?
Any organization who is currently a defense contractor for the DoD, or a subcontractor for a prime contractor, or a prospective contractor for a prime or for the DoD itself, is going to need CMMC. There are multiple levels to CMMC, levels 1 through 3, and every contractor is going to have level 1 at the very least written to their contract. So it's something that anybody who currently does work with the DoD or is hoping to do work with the DoD should be thinking about in the future.
How would CyberData Pros prepare an organization for CMMC?
Right. So the very first thing we're going to do is help with scoping. That's, again, it's a massive part of the CMMC process, is trying to figure out what all is in scope, especially if you're a mid-size organization where some of the controls you have to put in place start to become a little bit more costly. Figuring out how you can minimize the amount of users and locations that need to be included in your CMMC assessment is very important. So we definitely help with that right out the gate. It also helps to understand the size of the project is going to be. Then next thing we'd help you with is doing a gap assessment, figuring out where precisely your deficiencies are, helping you then create POAMs to correct those deficiencies. That stands for plans of action and milestones, which are essentially a project plan timeline for how to correct those deficiencies and bring those in line. And we'll also help you create a system security plan, SSP, which has to be submitted as part of your CMMC certification. If you're currently doing any SPRS, Supplier Performance Risk System self-assessments, you're probably familiar with an SSP, but they have to be done. They will be audited by an assessor once CMMC is fully rolled out. So they need to be well documented and fully completed. We will also help by doing a final self-assessment before you sit before an assessor to make sure that we are where we are hoping to be. And then once CMMC rolls out and you sit before your assessor, we will sit on the assessment with you to make sure that we are there to help you answer any questions the assessor might have and help you through the process as a whole.
When would an organization need to get CMMC?
We're expecting to get the final rule before the end of the year 2023. It could be a little later, it could be before that. And then there should be a comment period that could be 60 to 120 days. So you could start seeing CMMC certification being required in DoD contracts by the middle of 2024. Once that starts showing up, you will have to have that certification to bid on those contracts. So organizations need to start being prepared to see CMMC be rolled out probably mid Q2, maybe late Q1 of 2024, and need to be prepared to start sitting for those assessments by then.
Why would an organization need to get the process started if it hasn't rolled out yet?
The CMMC can be, depending on your requirements and the size of organization and your current cybersecurity maturity, CMMC can be a relatively large lift. Level 2 is based off of NIST 800-171 revision 2. And that has 110 controls. If you're a relatively small organization or you don't have a very mature cybersecurity program, that can be a relatively big lift, and so it's not something you can turn around in 2 or 3 weeks when you need to submit a bid for a potential contract. So the sooner you can get started, the sooner you can get prepared, the sooner you can identify what you need to do, and you can plan it accordingly, budget accordingly. And we know this is coming down the pipeline, so the sooner you prepare for it, the easier it'll be and the less stress it'll be on the organization to be ready for it. That was all of our most frequently asked questions by clients or prospective clients. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact us at cyberdatapros.com/contact. Thanks.